So, have you ever asked yourself the question, why is it that almost on the 10th of every month, um, students are asking to borrow money? Mm. Well, the problem isn't always that students don't have enough money. It's basically how they think, right? Hi guys, my name is Chofighter and welcome back to Unseen Diamond Shift. If this is your new time here, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome back. Right, so in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about why most students are always broke and it's not what you think, right? So I just made out a few notes. So the main points are most students usually have like one source of income. Most students don't have a budget. The lifestyle inflation where you're spending because everyone around you is spending, and then they don't create, okay, some students don't create assets or side hustles, and they confuse, and then lastly they confuse wants with needs, right? Now, so the main 5 points are: number one, students usually have like one source of income where you get your either your NSFAS allowance or your COID or whatever bursary that is funding you, right? And that most students don't have a budget, right? Like they don't sit down with themselves and write, okay, for this month I'm gonna spend X amount on my food, I'm gonna spend X amount on my groceries, I'm gonna spend X amount on this and this and that, right? And lifestyle inflation, spending because everyone around you is spending. Now, like, since I am a varsity student, I know that lifestyle inflation, especially as a first year, is one of those things tailoring, like you feel pressured into spending because everyone around you is spending, right? And then number four is that they don't create assets or side hustles. Now, like guys, like students are lazy, right? Not everyone, but most students are lazy, right? Like in some cases, I would be talking to people and they'd be like, "No, I don't have time. No, it's time consuming." Yes, sometimes it's about time, but sometimes it's just about laziness. Time, yes, we get it, but sometimes it's just about the fact that you're just lazy to even start something, right? And then number five is the confused wants with needs. And I feel like this is also a category that I kind of fall into. I kind of fall into them a bit by bit, but we'll get into it, right? So the solution is to start taking every rand, like randa, one randa guy. You get it, even the one that the bank, your Capitec bank deducts from your account. You leave the app for a bit, when you come back, 10 rand gone, right? Even that, right? Learn one skill that makes money, right? And learning a skill, guys, it's very important, right? I personally, I could say that the skill that I have right now, the skill that I have is I have good communication skills, right? I can stand in front of like a large group of people and communicate. I have communication skills. I have cooking skills. I have the skills to do lashes, right? So I feel like those are good skills that can generate X amount of money, right? So learn something. Like, I don't understand how you could be in university for 4 years and be so comfortable that you don't know how to cook, that you don't know how to do lashes, that you don't know how to do anything. Like, how are you that comfortable sitting around, like lazing around doing nothing? All you can do is wake up, go to class, study, come back and sleep and eat. I don't get it, right? So learn something, learn a skill, learn something. You can't be that comfortable sitting around doing nothing. I don't get it, right? And you also shouldn't get it, right? And then save before you spend, right? Invest in yourself And remember that financial freedom isn't about earning millions, it's about controlling the money you already have, right? Now, this is the part where I actually want to get into, right? For me personally, before I started saving, right, I would, cause like I'm a person who like to like talk to people about like everything, really, like everything, right? And I talk to people like about finances and stuff like that. So back then, when I used to talk about finances, look, okay, how much do you save? Like I'd ask some of my friends, how much do you save? And they're like, no, I'm not saving because NSFAS money is not enough. You know, 123, 123, right? No, I'm not saving because I have to send money home. No, I'm not saving because of 123. No, I'm not saving because I need to buy this and this and that, right? And I'm not saying, Noringi, you should be the type of person who suffers in silence, or the type of person who saves money to a point whereby you're not able to breathe, or you're not able to um, even get like basic things, like basic needs for yourself. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can actually save from the 1.5 NSFAS that you're getting, from the 2000 that you're getting, from the allowance that they're giving you at home, right? There's like a very important advice that my financial advisor gave me like yesterday, and I'm trying to look for it. I am trying to look for it. Right? Yes. He said that like human beings like to max out their finances, right? In a sense that I don't know if it's the signaling, people don't feel happy until their bank account actually says 00 or less than 10 rand, or if it's like there's just something about human beings, like you would actually want to max out your bank account, right? And then that, like a lot of people don't have principles, right? Principles on finances, principles on habits, principles on how to live life, basically, right? And that people don't save because they're delaying um, being responsible with their money, right? And to be honest, I was like, I can relate with this. I can relate with this. And I feel like most people could also relate with this, because I personally, I wouldn't say that I come from a household whereby they used to teach me that um, okay, you're gonna save this X amount of money every day, and then 123, 123. I knew that there was something called saving when I was growing up, but I didn't understand. Like I would have you see those money boxes. I used to have that one, and I put money in it, and then go back, take the money, spend it, and then do it. It was just like a repeated cycle, right? So I didn't understand the whole concept of why people save, why I should save, right? And yeah, basically that, right? So that is, those are like some of the things that my financial advisor told me when I was speaking to him yesterday, right? um and then whew, okay, let me breathe, restructure, and come back, right? So basically, save before you spend, invest in yourself, right? Now this is a trick that I want to give like most students, because one thing that I realized with myself is when I save, right? When I save, it's like, you know how when people go to the gym, like first day of the gym, and then you're like, okay, you do your exercises, they even like the night before, you are on the internet, you're searching, okay, how to have a flat stomach, this and this and this and that. And I'm gonna give example with myself, like this morning. So when I woke up this morning, I was like, okay, I wanna go back to the gym. Like I wanna start running again. I wanna go back to investing in my physical health, like in terms of exercising, eating more healthier, because I feel like I just went off track during exam season, whereby I would eat like quarter, take away. I wasn't making like very good financial decisions like during exam season. I was not thinking. All I could think is books, 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 books. Exam, 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 exam. And if you know me, you know which course I'm doing, and learning it's the schedule is very tight, right? The schedule is very tight. So basically, saving before you spend, basically just, oh yeah, sorry guys, sorry. So I was giving the example with myself like this morning that I woke up and I made chai seeds with lemons, right? And I went to the internet. I'm like, what the benefit? I always knew, like, okay, chai seeds and drinking chai seeds with lemon water is good for your body. It's good for um your kidney, anti-bloating, your skin. Also, the vitamin C in the lemon, the chai seed does 1 2 3 1 2 3 in your digestive system, right? So I expected to see results immediately after. Lord, okay, at least my skin is glowing because today I drank like chai seeds with lemon water and stuff like that. And I feel like this also applies to a lot of us in terms of like finances, because you'd be like, maybe you save 100 rand this month, and then you feel like I didn't do anything. So I feel like when it comes to saving, it's a process, it's a journey. Just like how life is a journey, also your financial life is also a journey, right? You can save 100 rand today and then have 100,000 tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. I feel like most of us rush the process, just like how we rush the process of going to the gym. If someone goes to the gym and then they don't see the result in like 2 days, they stop going, or they start to feel insecure, or they start to feel like they're putting in effort for no reason and stuff like that. And it shouldn't be like that. Um, sorry. So what I wanna say is, when it comes to saving, it's not about seeing the money grow like immediately. It's about building the discipline to actually manage your finances well, right? Because there's this thing, Yaringi, if you have an emergency, right, you should at least have X amount of money in your bank account to know that this is an emergency fund, right? I personally, I call it my peace of mind fund. This is something I got from YouTube, but I call it like my peace of mind fund, where I just put in money. I know that I'm secure. You know, I have a certain level of security. I have X amount of money that is just mine, right? Now, when students say that they are not able to save from the 1.5 allowance that they get, right? It's a lie. It's a misconception, really, right? And what I want you to know is, you can save from the 1.5 that you're getting, right? It's either you just don't want to, or you're just not serious about your life, or you're not serious enough about your life, or you think that money will come flying from the air. But one thing I had to learn like early on is, your life, you're not living it for anyone, not for your mom, not for your dad, not for your sibling. Like, you're living it for yourself, right? And no one is coming to save you. Like, you'd hear people saying no one is coming to save you, and you think they're lying. No one is coming to save you. And the truth is, no one wakes up this morning and thinks about, okay, what is Chiro gonna eat, what is Chiro gonna wear today, what is Chiro gonna do this, what is Chiro gonna do that. Each and every person, when they wake up in the morning, they think about themselves. What am I gonna eat, what am I gonna drink, like, how am I gonna maneuver through the day and stuff like that, right? You can save with the 1.5 that you're getting, right? Now I'm gonna give you like one system that I use, that I feel like could be effective for everyone in every walk of life, because I want people coming here and be like, no, but we come from different backgrounds. I get that. No, but like you probably get an allowance from your family, this and this and that. It's not about that. It's not about what I have, what I don't have, what I'm getting, what I'm not getting. It's about that what I'm doing you can also do, right? And the system that I'm here to give you is the 5 rand daily system, right? And how it works is, right? So how it works is that, sorry. So how it works is every day, as long as there's still X amount of money in your bank account, you save 5 rand, right? In a week, you would have saved, I'm not sure if this is visible, but 35 rand, right? And then since a month has 4 weeks, it's 35 times 4. So in a month, you save 140, right? Let's say you do this for 6 months. By the end of 6 months, you would have had 840 just from saving 5 rand a day, right? This is close to 850, right? And it depends on you on how you want to do it. You could also be like, okay, instead of the 5 rand system, I'm gonna try the 15 rand or 30 rand system. Let's say we do the 30 rand one, right? You're like, okay, 30 rand every day, 30 rand times 7 is 210 per month, right? 210 per month. And then let's just see, 210 times 6 months. You would be having 1260 just from saving 30 rand every day, right? Now the thing that I always like to tell myself when it comes to saving is, personally, if you know me, you know I love food. Right? I don't mind like spending money on food, right? Which is, I'm working on it. I am working on it. Oh my goodness, God knows I'm working on it. God knows I'm working on it. Right? So it's food, right? And because like I love to eat, like I'm a foodie. Because I love to eat. Oh Jesus. Okay, come back. So, what I was saying is, you can save even 5 rand like a day, right? What I was saying, like, it literally just flew out of my mind. So I'm gonna come back to, you can save 5 rand a day, and then in 6 months time you could have like your 840, right? Now when someone from the other side of the camera, when they're probably listening to me, you're thinking like, okay, 840 is not a lot of money. That's what you think, but you don't realize that if you save, let's say in 6 months you have 840, right? And then you add another 6 months, it's 840, right? And then you add another 6 months, it's 840, right? And then you have about 2520 just from 6, 12, 13, 14, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, again. 18. 18 months. In 18 months, you would have made 2520 just from saving 5 rand every day, right? Now let's go back. Let's say it's 5 rand times 7, right? Which is 35. And then 35 times, let's just say 60 months, right? Which is 5 years. Good. I get the bigger meter or meter. Okay, let's just say 35 times 2 months. 35 times 2. No, it can't be that. Ish. How many days does a month have? Okay, I don't know how to do this now. So 5 rand times. Okay, the math is not mathing, and I don't know why. But you just have to figure this one out on your own. Like at the moment, my math is not matching, and I don't know why. I don't do math anymore. What a lame excuse, but yeah, the math is not matching right now in my head. So what I was just trying to show you is that you could actually save. Okay, let's go back. Let's say 5 rand every day, which is 7 days in a week. Every week you save 35 rand, and then a month has 4 weeks, right? 35 times 4, which means it's 140 every month, right? Let's say it's 140 now times 60, right? So in 5 years, you would have had 8,400 and 8,400 just from saving 5 rand, right? I'm not saying that you should stick to the 5 rand. I'm just trying to show you that the 5 rand matters. You get it? The 5 rand matters. The 5 rand matters. Let's say now it's 140 times um 10 years would be 120. In 10 years time you would have made 16,800 just from saving 5 rand every day, right? And as a student, you know, learning some of the money you wasted like on very useless things, right? Which takes me back to like buying food and stuff like that. Is I wanted to say that most of the time when I buy food, I think of okay, when I save or when I wanna save, I think of the fact that I'm probably gonna waste away this money in my stomach, right? I'm not saying no eating is not important, but sometimes the things that we even eat like they're not very just like for fun, right? And you could save that money, right? Okay, right. So basically today, the reason I created this video is because I'm not saying that I do everything perfectly. Like everything that I even said in this video is because like I've been making mistakes. I have been making mistakes. I've been making mistakes. I've been making mistakes. I'm making mistakes, right? And sometimes I find myself like texting my mom like, "Oh, mama, I need money," or sometimes I'm just like, "Oh my goodness, I'm broke," right? And it does happen, right? But what I'm not saying is be sad and miserable and stuff like that, but I just want everyone to realize that it's very important for you to care about your own future. It's very important for you to have your own financial goals, because I'm not gonna make financial goals for you. I'm gonna make financial goals for myself, right? So you should also do the same for yourself. Like my chat is, I don't understand, like, cause when I was when I started to become more interested in like opening a business and stuff like that, especially here on campus, um, the one thing that came to my mind was I don't understand why is it only like men that are doing these businesses. Like we're the women, like we're the women, right? Um, yeah. So that was like my biggest question. So I feel like this video is for everyone, but most importantly, it's for like all the girls, the girlies out there that you don't have to have everything figured out. Like I don't have everything figured out, but I'm trying to pursue something that is greater than me, right? And I believe that you might also be someone earlier God has given an idea, or God has put this something in your heart, or God has given you like a skill, harness that skill and think of how it can benefit you, right? Have financial goals, make a plan for your future. You get it? Like have a plan. You can't just be comfortable. Like I personally, I one of the things that like I don't want to see myself as is one of those people while they would graduate and or maybe like be in school, like you graduate and then you do another degree and then you graduate, but in that 15 years or that 10 years of you being in school, you have nothing to show for it, like financial wise, but because I believe that money is important, right? money is important because money is a tool, right? But money shouldn't dictate how you act, how you behave, and but it's a very important tool that each and every individual should want to have. Like, I don't think that people should be comfortable to live in poverty, right? So this is just um why I even created this video, to learn more about money, that I'm learning more about money, that I'm taking it one step at a time, right? And I feel like this is why, yeah, I was sharing. I don't know if that made sense. In my head it didn't. I'm not sure if it came out like properly. But um yeah, basically that's just it. So you don't have to have everything figured out. I don't have everything figured out. But you need to do things tailoring it. They're gonna lead you to actually where you wanna go. Read books. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy at all. At all. I beg. Don't be lazy at all. I mean, I don't get people who say they're not reading any book. What are you reading? TikTok? What are you reading? What are you reading? Instagram. You can't read those things because people just show you like 0.53 seconds of what's happening in their life. You're not even getting the full picture, right? And then you are feeling bad about what's happening in your own life. No, it can't be like that, right? So read books. Read books, read books. If you need book recommendations, I will send you like all of the books that I've ever read so far that I feel like they were life changing, transformational. They kind of changed and shifted my mindset on how I view things, how I view life, and confidence and everything else like that. So yeah, read books. Like if you're not reading any self-help development book at the moment, or you're not trying to, personally, get with judge. Like I'm not even kidding. Like I'm a judge you. Cause what are you doing? Like you are very comfortable spending time like an hour or 2 hours on TikTok, but you can't pick up a book and read for like 30 minutes. What are you doing? Okay, so without that being said, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you guys like the video. I hope you guys comment. I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys just now begin to want to do more better things for yourself, right? Because no one is coming to save you. You only have you, and you only have God. So if I were you, I'd start praying now, like now, and I'd ask God to show me what are the things that have been missing in my life, financial wise, and how can I steward my life well. So I'll see you in the next episode.